Hey, this is David Chelsea, Eisner-nominated cartoonist and author of David Chelsea in Love and Perspective and Extreme Perspective. And this is my latest Hangout on Air. And today it's going to be a short demonstration. I think it'll be a relatively short demonstration of 3D drawing or stereo drawing. And let me just get out of this window and into this one. So this is a drawing of Popeye from when I was maybe 4 or 5 years old. And it's flat. You notice that Popeye has 2 eyes. I think the whole idea of him missing an eye was just too disturbing. I didn't want to think about it, so I gave him 2 eyes. But he's recognizably Popeye. He's got the bulgy arms, he's got the anchor tattoos, and he's got the pipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my red-blue glasses. And anybody who wants to follow along with this, I should give you a minute to find your red-blue glasses. Anyway, minute. Just just I know you've got them in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, in your comics collection somewhere. Just pull them out and put them on, and we should be able to proceed. So this is a grayscale image. It was originally a pencil drawing, but I wanted to make it as simple as I could. So it's straight black and white. And what I'm going to do now is, it's in grayscale mode now, so I'm going to change it to RGB mode. And now I'm going to go to the blue channel, and I'm going to darken it a little bit. No, that's the wrong way. No, that's the wrong way. That, like that. And the reason to do that is that it gives the overall picture a kind of a yellowish tone, and this minimizes ghosting. Ghosting is what you get when you can see a little bit of the blue image, or a little bit of the blue image through the red lens. And that's a big problem. It's a bigger problem in printed 3D than in images on screen, but it's still a problem. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show a grid. And the reason I'm going to show a grid is that the operative principle in 3D drawing is that the images, the images for both eyes, every feature should line up horizontally. If it doesn't, then you have an imperfect image. So now I'm in Photoshop. I'm going to go into the red channel, which is actually the blue image. And I am going to hit this visually. So this means that I can see the CMYK window, but all the manipulations I do will be to the red channel. So right away, let's just start with something. Let's make this pipe stand out a bit. Actually, let's enclose the whole pipe. So I've lassoed the pipe, and I'm going to stretch it a little bit. So already you can see, let me move that over a little bit. Already you can see that the pipe is standing out a little bit. I'm going to deselect it now. Oops. Oh, I have to make sure to apply that manipulation. So now you can see that the pipe is sticking out a little bit from the face. But I want to make the pipe a little narrower. It's a little bit looking tipped, and I want to have it more flat. So I'm going to manipulate that. So I'm just going to narrow it a little bit. And apply the manipulation. And you can see that the pipe is standing out a little bit from the face. Now, how about that mouth? Let's do something to the mouth. Now, there's a tool in Photoshop. The version I have is CS6. There's a tool that I didn't have in the last version I had, which I find very useful for this kind of thing. Image. I'm going to image adjustment. Oh. No, I'm going to transform, and I'm going to use the warp tool. And the warp tool is just what it says it is. It's something that you can use to warp things, move things around, morph them, and man, that's nice. It's actually a little more extreme than I want, but basically I have created a mouth that has some real dimension to it. So now I think I'll do something similar to this tattoo. So transform, warp, and trying to be careful in moving things around to keep them all on the same horizontal line. But that looks nice. And as you can see, this is a very quick operation. It's a very quick way to apply a little bit of perspective depth to a flat image. Of course, it helps that I have empty space between these different elements. It would be a lot different if I tried to apply this and there were some kind of texture or a lot of lines in the picture. Now, why not just do something simple here? I'm just going to move the buttons a little bit to the right, and that makes them stick out a little bit from the torso. I'll do that to this one too. I'm just using the move tool there and keeping things on the same horizontal level. Now, maybe I want to move this entire arm forward. So what I'll do is stretch it a bit, trying hard not to move anything horizontally. And you can see that that arm's sticking out a little bit. Let's do the same thing to this arm. So it's just moving things to the right makes them stick out more. I'm getting a telephone call. Hello? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was a message from the IRS. I owe massive amounts of taxes, and they're starting a criminal prosecution, apparently from Bangalore. Now, let's move this around. And what I'm going to do here is, once again, I'm going to apply the warp tool, my favorite tool, just to kind of move the legs and feet around a little bit, giving Popeye a little bit of shimmy. Looks almost like he's starting to limbo. And let me look. I'm not sure that no, that's all right. So now let's go to the head. And I would like to isolate the head using the lasso tool and move it forward a bit. Is it still on the same? Yeah, it's still on the same level. Now I'll go in here, and what I want to do is erase this bit. Basically, I'm going to have to do a little bit of drawing here in order to finish the neck. So let's see. How does that look? Pretty good, except it doesn't quite match. I might have to go to the other channel and draw this bit in. I don't like to do that because I have to do the green channel and the blue channel. And that's more work. But let's see how it looks. Looks better from a distance. All right. So anything more I want to do? Maybe give the nose. It's a little bit, I've made life a little difficult for myself because I have this transparent nose. But I'm going to warp that a little bit. Yeah. That's weird. I think I'm gonna maybe move the whole nose a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right to move it up off the face. Well, that's good. I think maybe what I want to do is cheat a bit and give myself an opaque nose that reads better. I think 5-year-old David will forgive me. So I'm doing that now. And then I'm going to have to go into the green channel. Oh, I did that in the... Oh, that's weird. Okay. No. Yeah, I'm going to go in the green channel and erase what's behind there. And yeah, and now in the blue channel, okay. So I've got a little bit of, actually I've got a little bit of distracting white. So I'm going to go in there and fill that in. I think I'm almost there. I'm almost where I want to be. I think I'll add a little bit more dimensionality to the top of the head. So once more, I'm in the red channel. I'm going to do a little bit more warping, this time to warp it back. So I'm moving it to the left. Ooh. And now let's turn off the grid. And now we have, let's get that magnifying glass out of there. And now we have a 3D Popeye. Kind of a weird 3D Popeye, but there he is. You can actually see bits of him sticking out and in your face. And I think it's the first time I've ever seen a Popeye with a mustache. Anyway, that's today's demonstration. I'll be back in a month to do more stuff. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe I'll be reading more letters from the president. Maybe I'll have a camera, so I'll actually do some work on paper. But whatever it is, it's going to be fun, and I hope you'll join me. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing and stop broadcast.